In this video, we will discuss about reliability and its types. Reliability. Reliability is the degree of consistency of a measure. A test will be reliable when it gives the same repeated result under the same conditions. This table in the picture showing general guidelines to determine reliability coefficient. The reliability of a test is indicated by the reliability coefficient and is denoted by the letter R and is expressed as a number ranging between 0 and 1, with R is equal to 0 indicating no reliability and R is equal to 1 indicating perfect reliability. Do not expect to find a test with perfect reliability. Generally, we will see the reliability of a test is decimal. For example, R is equal to 0.80 or R is equal to 0.93. The larger the reliability coefficient, the more repeatable or reliable the test scores. The above table serves as a general guidelines for interpreting test reliability. However, do not select or reject a test solely based on the size of its reliability coefficient. To evaluate a test reliability, you should consider the type of test, type of reliability estimate reported, and the context in which the test will be used. There are basically two types of reliability. First is internal reliability and the second is external reliability. Now, internal reliability indicates the extent to which items on a test measures the same thing. Internal reliability assesses the consistency of result across items within a test. A high internal consistency reliability coefficient for a test indicates that the items on the test are very similar to each other in content, that is homogeneous. Split half method is used to find the internal reliability of a test. External reliability. External reliability refers to the extent to which a measure varies from one use to another. Test retest method, parallel form method, iterator method are used to find the external reliability of a test. Half method. In split half reliability, a test for a single knowledge area is split into two parts and then both parts given to one group of students at the same time. Scores from both parts of the test are correlated. This method assesses the internal consistency of a test. A test can be split in half in several ways. As for example, first half and second half or by odd and even numbers. If the two test halves of the test provide similar result, this would suggest that the test has internal reliability. Test retest reliability. Test retest reliability indicates the repeatability of the test course with passage of time. This estimate also reflects the stability of the characteristic or construct being measured by the test. This method assesses the external consistency of a test. As for example, a test designed to assess student learning in psychology could be given to a group of students twice, with the second administration perhaps coming a week after the first. The obtained correlation coefficient would indicate the stability of the scores. Alter or parallel form. Alternate or parallel form reliability indicates how consistent test scores are likely to be if a person takes two or more forms of a test. That is, it is used to assess the consistency of the result of two tests constructed in the same way from the same content domain. This method assesses the external consistency of a test. A high parallel form reliability coefficient indicates that the different forms of the test are very similar, which means that it makes virtually no difference which version of the test a person takes. On the other hand, a low parallel form reliability coefficient suggests that the different forms are probably not comparable. They may be measuring different things and therefore cannot be used interchangeably. Inter-rater reliability. Inter-rater reliability indicates how consistent test scores are likely to be if the test is scored by two or more raters. This method assesses the external consistency of a test. Inter-rater reliability can be used for interviews. On some tests, raters evaluate responses to questions and determine the score. Differences in judgments among raters are likely to produce variations in the test scores. A higher inter-rater reliability coefficient indicates that the judgment process is stable and resulting scores are reliable. Inter-rater reliability coefficients are typically lower than other types of reliability estimates. However, it is possible to obtain higher levels of inter-rater reliabilities if raters are appropriately trained. Now, interpreting internal consistency reliability. We have already discussed internal consistency reliability indicates how well the items are correlated with one another. It measures whether multiple items with an instrument reveal similar results. Cronbach alpha is used as a coefficient of internal consistency. The range is from 0 to 1, with 0.7 generally accepted as a sign of acceptable reliability. High reliability indicates that the items are all measuring the same thing or general construct. The higher the value, the more reliable the overall test course. Factors for low reliability. Variation in examinee responses due to physiological or psychological conditions such as amount of sleep or motivation. Too many very easy or hard items. Poorly written or confusing items. Difficult items that causes excessive guessing reduces reliability. Changes in curriculum not reflected in the test. Testing conditions such as temperature, noise or apparatus functioning. Errors in recording or scoring. Test length, that is longer tests have higher reliability. Lower score variance increase reliability. Items that do not test a clearly defined undefined body of content. How to improve reliability of the test items. Writing clear unambiguous questions and test instruction improve reliability by generating consistent pattern of response from the students. Use of structured predefined marking scheme. An answer key for MCQs and essay type questions. Standardized checklist with clear scoring criteria. A longer test with multiple items is more likely to have better reliability than a shorter test with a limited number of items, as the former evens out possible inconsistencies of individual items. Now try this. How do you determine and measure the reliability of a test? Discuss. What are the ways to improve the reliability of a test? How can a test be reliable but not valid? Discuss with example.